The Grove Podcast.
Hot off the pitch.
Hello, my name is Tabs, and welcome to a very special Champions edition of the Grove's Hot Off the Pitch. We're about 20 minutes after the final whistle, and look, I'm not prepared for this. I have no idea what I'm going to be saying, no idea what I'm going to do, but we're fucking champions, everyone. Arsenal are champions, and you've got an excited bunch of Arsenal fans here. We're joined by Jamie. Arse Cannon Picks. There you go. It was going to be Arse Cannon no picks, but now you got Arse Cannon Picks. Friend of the pod, Mitch, who I could sense through the WhatsApp messages that you needed some companionship to express the joy of the moment. And also I'm hopefully joined by young Tabarelli, Gianluca, who I must admit we did share a very teary hug together at full time once he dragged me off the garden floor. So look, I'm just gonna go around the table and I'm gonna come to you, Jamie, first with your thoughts. And whilst I'm doing that, I think I'm just gonna crack open a bottle of bubbles just to celebrate.
Are you gonna have
I can't hear you, Jamie. Your voice not coming through.
1 sec.
Right. Oh, where was that? Go on again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Let's go. So,
There we go.
Tell us your thoughts, how you're feeling, what you're doing while I crack this bad boy open.
So I literally just thought to myself, you know, we've got some bubbly in the fridge. I should have brought that up and cracked it open. So you might see me dash off after I give my thoughts. Sorry, we're joined by Kuseva and young Tabarelli. Gianluca, how you doing, guys?
Hello.
I'm great.
It's champion.
Oh, Gianluca, I can hear you. So shut the door because I don't want any bloody echo.
I can hear you as well. My door's shut.
Oh, who cares? Right, Jamie. Anyway, sorry, Jamie.
I'll go downstairs. It's fine.
Yeah, just tears of joy, man. Tears of joy. I'm gutted and loving it at the same time because, as you know, I lived right in Holloway for the last decade pretty much, and I've been waiting for this day for when Holloway's going to erupt, and it's flares on the Orro Road and all that. And literally a month ago I moved down to the countryside, didn't I? So and last night after the game I got a little bit too sozzled and decided to come home today instead of getting another day over, thinking there was no chance Brighton would get the result.
Well, no, Brighton weren't going to get the result. Bournemouth
who can get the result, and then to watch it, just fantastic, isn't it? Fantastic.
Cheers, everyone. Here's a toast to the champions. There we go.
Come on.
Salute. Oh, Gianluca, go and get yourself a glass. I'll give you. You can have some champagne.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I'm doing the same.
Did you see the scenes outside the Tollington, everyone? That would have been superb. So Ian, tell us about your evening. And
you on mute, Tabs?
Am I on mute? No.
No, he's not.
Oh, sorry,
Can you
I can't hear you. Sorry.
Okay. Mitch, tell us about your evening and how many chores did you do in the last half hour? Or what were you? Actually, you were watching basketball, weren't you?
I was watching the NBA. No chance I could watch it.
I'm going to leave and join back in. I can't hear anyone. I'll be back in a second.
Okay. Go on, Mitch.
Yeah, Ian's come back. Yeah, I was flicking to the Chelsea Spurs game, and every time I went to the Bournemouth game, I was more and more frightened. So I was flicking out of it, and then went back in with 2 or 3 minutes left. So I was like, oh, this should be all right because the point's enough, right? If they score. But then when they scored, I was like, well, I'm going on the other. I watched basketball again for a few minutes, and then it's happened, boys. And it isn't just about this season for me. It's obviously since Arteta came, he had to get rid of some people to get his team in place. But the last 4 years, I feel like it's that squad. It isn't like the Ben Whites, the Trossards who came early when that squad wasn't elite yet. I'm just so pleased for them. Obviously, Arsenal fans all over the world are celebrating in different ways, but for those players, more than maybe in the Invincibles era, I just think this lot have had so much grief from the press, pundits, referees. I'm just so pleased for them. So pleased, so proud of them.
No, indeed. And Ian, before you disappeared, how did you experience your evening tonight over in Ireland? You travel over, and for every game you let people know. You do the hard yards, you do the miles, and so it's for people, it's for all of us, but for people like you as well, who made that commitment. Yeah, how was your experience this evening, and just how pleased are you for you and all the people that you travel over with every on a regular basis?
Yeah, lost for words. So I was at the game last night, and I only flew home today, and I got in my door at about 7:25, just before the game kicked off. And so I couldn't even think about it. Well, I was thinking about it on the way home, but I mean, getting into the house and getting the TV set up and ready to go. I thought Bournemouth were fantastic, but yeah, like you're right. The amount I've made so many friends up in Dublin Airport. On the way over, there's a lot of people, not just from Ireland, but from all over the world, who, as you say, put in the hard yards. We put a lot of effort into traveling. Like we knacker our bodies out, we tire ourselves out, and but it's absolutely worth it. Look at us now, at Premier League champions, lads.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, it's hard to believe, and what's made me laugh, and I love the irony of tonight, because the last 2026 has been the biggest slogfest. It's been a chore. It's been the hardest. It's just like last night's game summed up our 2026. You know, it was nervy. It was tight. It was 1-0. We couldn't score. Our defense was brilliant. There was VAR controversy, you know, and we ground it out, and it was excruciating. And isn't it so beautifully poetic, the fact that we can fucking do whatever we want on Sunday, and who gives a shit?
Gunnar Soros is starting on Sunday now. Come on.
Yeah, it's all about the Champions League, baby. It's all about Champions League. We can play the kids, play Arteta's son, play the kids of the kids, play the daughters, play the mothers, play anyone you like. I don't give a shit. Palace, you can win this one. We could not give a crap. So, Christopher, how are you feeling about this?
Surreal. My stream was behind, so I saw people celebrating that we won the league, and I celebrated, but I waited until my stream caught up, and I was like, okay, cool. It's actually happened. And then I've been on a bunch of calls today. I was since the last 10, 15 minutes, just celebrating because, yeah, we are champions. We are champions of England. And I truly believe, and I've said this once or twice in the pod, I truly believe this is the beginning of a dynasty. The boys have tasted how to win. And let's see where they take us. Next stop is Budapest. Let's see where it takes us. But let's enjoy the present moments. And on that note, I'm going to love and leave you guys, because I'm heading to North London to celebrate with everyone now.
Oh, brilliant. Well, look, take some photos, take some videos. Very, very, very jealous of you, very envious of you. Go and do that. And thanks for all your time this year on the pod. I'm sure we're going to do more pods. You know, we're going to do seasons reviews and all that jazz. So thanks, Christopher, and enjoy your evening, and have a few of these on us.
Of course, thanks.
Stephen, before you go, can I ask a big favor?
Yes, of course.
Will you give the Emirates a big, huge hug from me, please?
It's getting a hug. Don't worry, I got you. If I can get to this.
Cheers, buddy.
Good guys.
Cheers, one. Nice one. So, and Gianluca, how are you feeling? Like you're the youngster of the group by a long way. Like, you know, we've all been here before. 22 years ago, we experienced the last championship. This is your first. You've had a few FA Cups in your time. You know, I've got pictures of you hugging Gunnosaurus whilst Arteta and so are picking up the cup against Hull. But how are you feeling now in your first big proper trophy? You know, none of these small things like the likes of Man United win or whatever. These tin pot trophies. Your first proper trophy. How are you feeling?
Well, no, that's what I was going to start with, actually. How that I just have no words, because I've never experienced anything like this at all. So I was just genuinely just speechless. I came into it thinking, oh, City will do what a City do and just win, and it'll get taken to the last day, and I'll actually just be like shitting it for 90 minutes against Palace. But it was more calm than I thought it was going to be. But in terms of how I actually feel, it's very, very difficult to put into words. I was shaking. I could have cried. I could have thrown up. I could have screamed. Every single thing that could have happened, and I'm just completely speechless, because I don't really know how to react, really.
Yeah, I mean, well, the moment I knew we won the league was because I was lying in the back garden on the grass, just like head buried, just like after Haaland scored, I just couldn't do it, and then I heard this massive scream coming from the living room. And it was like, yes, we sprinted, and then we were just hugging, and there were tears. My wife was sort of both simultaneously laughing and also crying, and then also trying to take a photo of this special father-son moment. And look, again, I'm so happy for you. So I said, look, we've been here, done it. I mean, it's 22 years. We're loving it, but I'm really pleased that we've managed to experience this together, because I love going to games like with you and sharing that. So that's been great. So.
Before
Look, Jamie, we were going to do a pod on the Burnley game, and I did my usual prep. I did all the prep, and I'm glad I did all that, because had I not, then he would have been screwed. So basically, that is out of the window. Well, we might talk about it tomorrow, but yeah. Well, I mean, what have you got any words about this team, and like how much we actually deserve this, how much we've earned this, not just this year, but just the last 2-3 years since Arteta took over 6 years ago. What the journey sort of we've been on as a team, it's been immense, and I think we've earned this more than anything else.
It's been great, isn't it? I still the one, I'm not really a program guy at all, but the one I just keep a few that I really like, and the one that I keep in well, normally if I was still in North London, I haven't moved and it's not in a box, which it is now. But the one that normally is always to hand is Arteta's first home game. The United game, right? I remember buying it for that because it had the Welcome Mikel on it, and it's a weird thing, right? It doesn't feel like it's been 6 years that he's been here now. God, 7 years, isn't it? Well, 6.5, whatever you want to term it. Doesn't feel like it's been that amount of time, but it absolutely justifies the amount of time and backing that the club have given him, that the majority of fans are giving him. To be in this position is just, absolutely superb. And I think a huge amount just goes out to him. And that's, we saw the outpouring of that after the Burnley game. I think leaving the stadium, the main chant was largely all, "We've got Super Mick," more so than it was about anybody else. And I think, like, fair play to the geezer. He gets the major amount of props. Huge bits for some of the players too. David Raya, Declan Rice, for me, are my two, absolute champions of this team. Champion of champions, if you like. Gabriel Saliba, think about Gabriel and where he was at when he first came to the club, or where we were as a club when he first came in and was being asked to play. Saliba, with the journey that he's been on without on loan, and I still love all the times that we were told that he was never going to play for us because we'd really upset him, and there was this Rolls-Royce defender that we were going to get let go for peanuts or whatever. And some of the individual players as well that have been through it, whether it be a Bukayo that emerged under Emery and then has been the absolute focal point of this team in terms of, kind of a superstar and somebody for fans to get a hold of. And some of the guys have had real adversity as well. So just can't say enough about all of them. It's been lovely.
Yeah. And Mitch and think. So, do you think this is the beginning of something? Do you think this is like, now that we've finally broken, popped our cherry? So, shall we say? Hey, after tonight, we finally popped our Premier League cherry with Arteta. Do you think now it's just going to be easy to win the next 3 or 4?
No, I think the squad's good. There's going to be some churn this summer. I think some characters that we love, and some guys will leave where there's a lot of names on the back of their shirt in the stadium and around Emirates tonight. There'll be some popular guys that leave, but we need to do that to keep progressing. I can't think beyond tonight. I can't even think Champions League at the moment. I'm just still buzzing. But for years we hear, everyone else in the Prem hates us. Not just Spurs, but we kind of get grief. My phone is buzzing off with just random fans. A Wolverhampton guy, a professor at my old uni, just messaged me and was like, "Congratulations." I think a lot of normal standard fans, kind of not at the extreme of kind of hate Arsenal because of all the BS rhetoric that the pundits say about us. I think a lot of fans will be pleased that the curse has been broken a bit, because it isn't just oil money, either kind of oil money, Chelsea or City. And I think I'm just proud of the guys for overturning it without financial doping. We played it clean. No one can say we're a dirty football team. We haven't had a red card all season. Last night was close.
We're doing our best. Havertz wanted to change that.
But we've got the tightest defence in the league, but we've got the best disciplinary record. And that stuff like that, I love that. It means they're working on that stuff non-stop. Last night, I kept saying to Jose, my mate, our centre-halves very rarely get yellows for going through the back of defenders, but they're tight. They work hard. We get the second balls. And I just think from a work ethic and an effort viewpoint, I'm just so proud of those guys. Because, look, it hurts us when we came second 3 years in a row. Yes, they're millionaire guys. These players are millionaires earning a lot of money to play football for the Arsenal. But when the match starts, the money means nothing. They're super competitive football players who want to win medals because their careers are short. They could be cut short in a heartbeat. I'm so pleased for it. And when Declan Rice said that it's not done,
wow.
Honestly, at that time, I wasn't thinking that. Credit to him because my heart was broken.
If Arsenal or somebody prints T-shirts with Declan Rice's face with the caption saying it's not done, they will sell millions.
Yeah, and look, Ian, you're one that you were very going strong on tonight. So well done, you. you were going strong. So you really believe that. Yeah. Tonight was tonight.
Setting yourself up for a bit of heartache there, mate. No, you can't be doing this. I can't be counting myself in this group.
No, we all said that the 3 games that could potentially do Man City in was Everton away, Brentford at home, and Bournemouth away. I thought the most likely of those 3 would have been Bournemouth away, would have been tonight, and so it passed. We just got the extra bonus of Everton doing it as well. And to be fair to City, they put Brentford aside quite easily. But yeah, I just had a feeling Bournemouth are a serious side, and that goal laid on for City, I thought was very unfair on them because that could have if they had won tonight, which they should have. Bournemouth had a chance of getting 5th next weekend. And so that's a bit cruel on Bournemouth. Like, they're a serious outfit, and I had a feeling at home they were going to do something to City. And I just have to say that as you guys were talking there, I have Sky Sports on in the background, and a camera had gone to the Arsenal training ground, and all the boys were there celebrating like mad. Brilliant. Yeah, it's bringing another tear to my eye.
When you say all the boys, Ian, do you mean the players are there?
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean
all the players are.
So there was no Jamie Vardy. So Win the Dog is hosting everyone at the Sober Reality.
It's not as somebody.
I'm now having to open up another screen to watch this.
I think they're at the Soho Reality training facility, and and all the photos are starting to come in. I'm looking here on all the lads' social media pages. So it's all kicking off. It's all kicking off. The Little Wonder now is on my TV. I was there this morning.
Oh, fantastic! And Gianluca, look, we're all a bit online and stuff, and you're online, but in a different way. Do you get as much grief as the likes of Ian and myself and get, or do you see that amongst your friends? Are you like going to be like 10 foot taller now and just sticking your 2 fingers up at anyone who says anything bad at Arsenal?
Well, Arsenal in general, yes, I still get that. But to be fair, I've been just how I am, and maybe because how you are, I've got myself as a reputation of one of the better Arsenal fans amongst the people that just like I. So like with my friends and stuff, they're like I will be unbearable. Don't get me wrong.
Good,
but I also know when not to be, and I'm not one of those guys who is online saying all this, like spouting all this crap that we get the bad rep for. And to be fair, I do actually like, people do think that I'm quite an okay Arsenal fan, but that doesn't mean now that we've won the league that I'm gonna not gonna rub it in every single person's face that I know.
And do you have enough kits so you can wear an Arsenal top every day until the end of university this year?
That was one thing I actually wanted to do, was just go on a walk just down the roads, just happy, smiling. No one can say anything. But yeah, maybe in my exam, I'll just wear an Arsenal shirt, just walking around everywhere, just wear an Arsenal shirt, and no one can say anything to me.
Yeah, you're walking in a winner, aren't you? So there we go. And Jamie, I'm assuming like every Zoom call that you have to do from now on will have Arsenal kit in the background wearing. Well, I know I certainly will. So I've got it all lined up. Monday is the away kit. Tuesday's the home kit. Wednesday's the third is the goalkeeper kit. You know, that's the training top. And then repeat. So Jamie, when Arteta said 5 games to go, mini league, did you trust this team? Did you really think we could do it, or do you think we could do it, or a case of City cocking up? I mean, were you one of the people that were going to accept 1-0 for 5 games?
Oh, 100%, yeah. Didn't give a shit how it was done. I think I said to you before, didn't I? I viewed the whole thing as a penalty shootout. That 5 match mark.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's good.
Who cocks up first? And the funny thing about it being actually, in that sort of shootout vein, it ended up being, I think, 3-2 to us, right? Or 4-3 to us. Sorry, they've kind of messed up twice. Well, I guess I don't know actually. It's because there's 2 games that we haven't played yet. But yeah, I kind of always felt like we had it in us. I always felt like we had the ability to be able to go the full way. But obviously, my head's gone. My head's totally gone. Who the hell did we cock up against? Who did we cock up against? Was it Brighton?
Bournemouth.
Well, it was Bournemouth, wasn't it?
And then Man City, but we didn't in the 5 games that were the last 5. We didn't actually lose.
City to me wasn't really a thing to a certain extent, because that was like, I think I went into that really defeated anyway. I was just like, I'm absolutely shagged here. Like we're not going to win this. But the Bournemouth game, that's the one. From the Bournemouth game onwards, at least anyway, I just sort of thought City I wrote off, and then I looked at the last 5, and I did think, do you know what? I reckon we can win the rest.
Can I just give a quick shout out to Will Brunton in the chat, who's just one of my darts mates from uni, just in the stream.
Hello, Will.
Because he's a York City fan, and they had something a bit more dramatic than us go on with their title win this season. So I mean, we're celebrating, basking in the glory of champions together.
Nice one. Thanks for joining, Will. Thanks for joining. And Mitch, I mean, and this is the irony of it, or and more irony, it's like, the whole thing that Sky set up with Arsenal being bottlers, with this, with that, the guy, and that's whatever, that stooge, whatever they set up. And what's incredible, we've had the 4 games, we've not let in a goal, we've scored 7 goals. Sorry, where's the bottling? City are the big bottlers here. City were the ones that potentially had the chance to take it. They're the season winners. It just makes a mockery of just the way Arsenal are disrespected, treated, the narrative that's just being driven, and it's just nice to shove that. Go on.
I don't think that narrative will change. I think they'll still find a way to beat Arsenal for the rest of this season. And I really try and sanitize myself and protect myself from all the outside noise, and just listen to the pods that don't annoy me, because there's some Arsenal pods out there, we all know the ones that are just angry and aggressive and negative, and whereas this pod and this community and the people that I surround myself with on socials, I just try and protect it. So it's just, I mean, everyone's, I don't want it to be all like everyone happy, clappy, and having the same opinion on everything, but because that's unrealistic. But sensible mindsets and sensible approaches. But I'll tell you what, the last few games has been opposite of that. Where in block 129 Ian's just to the left of us, it's been nervy. I mean, guys, I haven't seen that nervous since I've known them, and they've been sat around me for 20 years. Big grown men, ex-military servicemen, just like terrified, hiding in their hoodies, guys with their scarves wrapped over their face and like tied up because they can't look up. It's been nervy, but I'm just so proud of the guys. I'm so proud of Arteta, who's taken so much grief, and he never makes excuses. He never slags off other teams. He never slags off other managers. He tries to be sensible with the refs. Sometimes he kind of loses his temper there a little bit. But I think we've just done it the right way. But what I love about this team, different from all the others in my lifetime, is at least this season alone, there hasn't been one superstar. If you kind of look at the contribution of goals and assists across the entire squad, it's really impressive. And then we've got the best back 5. Well, I don't want to say in history, but we've got probably maybe one of the best centre back partings groups in the history of the club, at least in my lifetime, 52 years. Now I can say I think David Raya is technically the best goalkeeper I've ever seen in an Arsenal shirt in my lifetime. Before the trophy, I think it's
a hell of a
difficult
call,
to say that.
right?
Exactly. Yeah, no, but we're saying David Steele
Manuel
will be the next
Arbunia was
one.
a hell of a player.
Matt Turner, there's some good ones out there, Jamie. Matt Turner. We played a child once, didn't we? A 16-year-old for one match.
Jack Porter.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. But like, I'm just so proud of it. It's almost like they've all genuinely they've all contributed across the board. Whether it's a random assist here, some headers from the centre halves, and like I was looking at it again today, and even last night when Bukayo hits that corner, you can tell he knows it's a good one.
Yeah.
You know, he kind of hits it and he's like, oh, like he doesn't even react to it. He's not chasing into the box. He just kind of hits it and he's like, oh, actually.
Guys,
and
sorry.
Kai's not there, you know?
Go on, Ian, go on.
Near you, put on Sky Sports now.
Oh, let's tab over.
I will. I'll put it on the. I'll put it on the thing.
The footage again of the Arsenal players going absolutely mental.
Oh, really?
Together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get that. I'll get that. I'll get that up on the iPad. Oh, and also, is it still 1-0 Chelsea? Because
they won
relegation
2-1. They won 2-1 in the end.
They won 2-1. So the relegation is still on. Oh my god.
Yes,
the treble is on.
Oh,
Ian, is it an advert on Sky at the
That is
moment?
fantastic.
Say again, Mitch.
Is it an advert on Sky at the moment?
No.
Go past the advert, mate. You'll get there. I was a few seconds behind. Yeah, and it is.
Yeah,
brilliant.
no, I can see. Yeah, I've got it up here. I've got it up here. The in the changing room. They're all in their training kit and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, I can see him.
Oh,
Timber, don't jump. You can hurt yourself.
Timber, don't injure yourself. What are you doing? Get out. And Hincapie's got his shorts on, which is good to see for a change.
Yeah,
They probably came off again in celebration.
Down. You know what though? Imagine, fellas. Imagine if City wins tonight. They're all at the training ground watching this. Imagine how bad that would have been.
No, they're at the training ground, ready to start training for Sunday's game against Palace because that's how dedicated they are.
yeah, midnight session,
extra training. So Ian, just Ian, I love that, loving the specs, Ian, loving the glasses. So, do you have anything particular to say to those that doubted us, that tried to question us, that that thing, we're bottlers, the Sky narratives, the general idiots out there? Because I know you're particularly friendly with and not shy of a word or two to let people know.
Yeah, one of my favorite things to do, and I shouldn't do it because I'm a 46-year-old grown ass man, but I do find myself online talking to idiots and getting involved. In between posting the odd cannon, I'm abusing Liverpool or City or Man United fans. But I think Mitch hit the nail on the head there. That we've done it the right way. I cannot understand why there's such a hatred surrounding Arsenal. It's like it's a weird thing. When you're down, and we've been down for a long time, I know we've won some FA Cups in between, but when you're down for 22 years, people want to keep their hand on your head, and the thoughts of you resurfacing makes them feel physically ill. And now that's gone. We're back. And I think there's a lot of professional journalists and pundits on Sky who are paid a lot of money who ought to be ashamed of themselves. Instead of championing what Arsenal are doing and what Arteta has done, Arteta, who has dragged the club from finishing 8th twice, 2 seasons in a row, then to 5th. The progression has been unbelievable. Unlucky in a season or two in the last few seasons where we finished 2nd. Instead of grabbing that and saying, guys, this is the way you should do it. They've put their hands on our heads to keep us down. And you know what? I shouldn't curse, and I won't.
You can.
But but F you all.
Yeah.
Suck on it, because you know what? We're back, and there's nothing you can do about it.
What I like this. Go on, Mitch. No, go on, Mitch.
No, what I love at the other end of it is because our minds go to vindication. Yeah, fuck you. Sorry. Screw you, people who are putting us down. But then my mind's just, as Ian's talking about that, my mind kind of went to the other side of it, and I'm thinking, my dad's 83, bless him. Been an Arsenal fan for 78 years or something random. And And I love the fact that the people, the generation above us, it might not be family, but older people, family and friends that sit around us at the stadium. And then my mind kind of says, yeah, thanks, Dad, for raising me, Arsenal. But then I think kind of Gianluca's generation and the generation below that, there's 5 and 6 and 7-year-olds legging it around their front rooms in their kind of Arsenal pajamas, going mental right now. But then I love Gianluca's generation, who are going to hopefully see, as we're talking over the next few years, this team get better and better. And I just love that Arsenal family. We talked about the kind of the global fans all over the world. There's going to be some great videos everywhere from Nigerian Gooners all over. There'll be loads of stuff coming over from the US and Asia and South Asia and Europe. Oh man, it's the Arsenal family is happy tonight.
Yeah, and I do want to remain it positive. It's good to stick 2 fingers up at the doubters and the haters and stuff, because they asked for it. But I want to stick to, like, it's about us. It's about what we've done. It's about what we've achieved. I love the fact that say we're doing it in the right way. We have made it hard for ourselves. We really had, but the progression has definitely been there. And if you can't see that, you're blind to it, and it's disingenuous, bad faith, whatever. But maybe this is it. Once now that we've got over the line, I think the lens changes. People look at you differently. They can't do the same old lazy tropes, lazy narratives, and I think we can move forward with this. And what I was going to say is that what I like about this is that, for me, I can relax next year. We've got over the line. It just means it's not going to have to be an existential crisis every frigging game that we play. And if we don't win, or we don't score, we don't do X, Y, and Z, we don't have to we can just like just breathe a little. Look, because this season's been a slog, and I think we've all said, look, we're so happy now. A lot of it's just relief. I think we're so glad it's actually over, because it's just been, we want it so badly. It's been such a slog. It's been such hard work for everyone. And it's not an ungrateful thing, and this is first world problems, etc., etc. It's just been hard. Have you felt that? I mean, Gianluca, have you felt that? Because everyone experiences difference and stuff like that. And maybe you come to it with a bit of a naivety compared to maybe us. But have you felt it being just, oh, for God's sake,
It's been a long 4 seasons. I mean, to be fair, last year we did get kind of a break from it because we're quite far off. But it would be nice for there to be some games where it's just like a little bit of the pressure's off, because we know we've done it. And obviously we won't stop. We're just going to go again. But it's been the 4 years. It's been a grueling 4 years of hope, disappointment, stress, just everything just going on. And I just think, yeah, you're right. Eventually, now we've done it, it's just like, and breathe, and
breathe and breathe indeed. Okay, look, I sent out the ask for a few 3-word reviews, so I'm just going to read a couple of those out. So we had Alex Monroe from the Grove, have that City, yeah. And he came up with another one saying, "You cheating cunts." Well, there you go. And I'm happy with the swearing.
At the curse.
And then we had EF B Man said, "We are champions, we are indeed." And then on Blue Sky we had Rin Peaky, finally freaking champions. Yeah. Dude, slag off CRS, which stands for Cherky, Rodri and Silva. Yep, bye. The tears on Rodri's face were delicious. Mr. C the Gooner, can't stop smiling. That was, and then we had on Threads. I love this. Darby Savage, trust the process. There you go. And there are a lot of people, I think me and you know, Jamie, very well out there, who have not trusted the process, who have at every single turn possible doubted the process and enjoyed doubting the process. So yeah, shove it. DB Brizoya, I'm so bad at people's names. Always rated Bournemouth. They're a good team. I've just looked at the table. Yeah, I don't think they're going to finish 5th now. You're right. I think if they'd have won that game tonight, Brentford get a draw, they win their last game. That would have been so funny if Liverpool had dropped into 6th. But I feel, and they had the chance to go 2-0 up. I mean, I was on the floor banging it. Gianluca was sort of kicking everything within sight. The dog was running away. But. Nick AFC 14, it's not done. I think that's tongue in cheek. Yen Han 10, 22 years.
I quite enjoyed. Have you seen Declan Rice, by the way? His comment on Instagram.
Oh, what did he
with
say?
the, I told you all, it's done.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's not done. That's it. It's referencing the Declan Rice thing.
Yeah.
Emro won. Let's fucking go. And then Al Ballantine, suck it losers. And then BCH Sage with a picture of Haaland poking Gabriel. You are champions. And then the Johnny Man, champions of England. And Nedor photos. Stay humble. And worth the wait by Daniel James photos. So yeah, thank you for sending those in. And look, I think we might just wrap that up because I don't think we're doing anything coherent at the moment. There's no analysis. There's not. We can save that for the rest. It's nothing deep. It's just a bit of a share of a joyous experience.
Chill out for a fortnight now, right? That's it. Just chill out for a fortnight. Wait
that's
for the Champions League.
That's the beauty. And do you know who's the most relieved man on the planet at the moment, or the most relieved man in the Premier League? Oliver Glasner. He doesn't have to answer another fucking question about his team on Sunday.
Yeah.
Are you going to play this? He's like going, thank God for that. It's like, I'm going to play the kids. You play the kids. It's going to be the under 18s against each other on Sunday. you know, no one's going to. So, but it's going to be, you know, it's going to be party time. It's a shame. Ian, we tried to be there. Unfortunately, it didn't quite. So it didn't quite work out, but at least we can just chill and just relax. So look, we're going to sign off. I'll leave it. You know, you each have your final words, and then we'll sign off. So Jamie, any last words for the champions of England?
Oh, it's just total and utter joy, total joy. Best feeling in years to do with the Arsenal. I just feel delirious. I don't really have a great deal to say because I can't really come up with much.
No, it's good. Mitch.
I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of the fans, and I'm proud of all of the people at Colney, staff, medics, coaches, players. It's, you know, I'm just proud of this football club. So proud.
Indeed, and look, you have a connection with the club. You know some of the people involved, so that's going to be a nice time. Nice time on that. Gianluca, I'm just going in order. Gianluca, any last words for the champions of England, for the youth audience?
Well, this team will now go down in history. All these players will be in conversations now that they deserve to be in, which maybe a trophy shouldn't just determine that because they are just that good. But now we'll be putting conversations and these debates that we deserve to be in. All these players will be put in these debates that they deserve to be in. And we will go down as this. History is made and we cannot change this. And it's just absolutely amazing for the football club. And let's just hope we push on and continue.
Indeed. I know. I love that. I really love that spin on things and stuff like that. That is really good. That's beautiful. And Ian.
Yeah, just I can't really add much more to what you guys have said. Just from the fans' perspective, and for you guys, Tabs, you put in so much work in the background to produce this podcast. I see Mitch at halftime during every game. I give him the biggest hug I can, and it's just been an absolute pleasure sharing it with us. And yeah, I just think, yeah, we just deserve this. The players, the fans. It's been a long time coming, and we're going to enjoy it now.
Indeed, I'm quite emotional. I was getting emotional when I was talking earlier. I said me and Gianluca were having shedding a tear and a hug, and it's yeah. If you think about it, and my God, I think my phone screen is going to run out because it's the amount of scrolling we're all going to be doing. Like so yeah, you know, it's there's not a lot of sleeping tonight. There's just going to be lots of scrolling, lots of social media. Some of it positive, some of it negative, but yeah, there's going to be a lot there. So that's going to be interesting. No, look, thank you all for joining me. I'm relieved. I'm happy. I'm ecstatic. For me, it's the end of the beginning, shall we say? The end of the beginning. It's taken us a while to get here. We've earned this. We've done it the hard way. But there's no doubting that we deserve it. And look, I think I sent out earlier. You know, every team that wins the league has decisions that go their way, have things that go their way. You need a bit of luck, who you play, when they play, injuries, all that. And we've had none of that. Fucking injuries have killed us. We've had wrong decisions against us. We've played all the people at the wrong time, and we've still won the league. so look, I think yeah, it's undoubted. We are the best team in England. Now it's to prove that we're the best team in Europe, and if we get that, Gianluca's point will be doubled. We'll go down in history. But I say to everyone listening, enjoy this, enjoy the next couple of weeks, enjoy the fact that every conversation is now about champions of England or being in the Champions League. It's just such a beautiful feeling to be an Arsenal fan at the moment. So you're very lucky. We've earned this, and there we go. Whether we do a pod on the Burnley game, I don't know. I don't care at this moment in time. Maybe we'll just save it for a preview of the Palace game. But even then, it's going to go, who cares? We're champions of England. So there you go. That's your pod. And and there we go. So look, I know it's late. My daughter wants to go to bed. She's already complaining to me on the text that we're keeping her up. So it's 10:30. Arsenal champions of England. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Mitch. Thank you, Gianluca. Thank you, Ian, aka Ask Cannon Picks. Come on, you Gunners. We are the champions. Until the next time. Love you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.